Good morning, everybody. Rodney here. We've got AZ Drone Dude in the house. Lance Cadena, good morning. Johnny Drone Flyer, good morning. Max Air, good morning. And my regards to Tammy Jean. Hope everybody is starting their weekend off all right. It's going to be a hot and muggy day here, I think. But other than that, it should be a great day. Akira Show, Warren, good morning. So, well, a couple of my sunrise wasn't quite as nice as Dennis's was. Ooh, 103 in Louisiana. Wow, man. Yeah, it's rough. The Southwest, Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas, man, you guys are getting slammed with the temperatures. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. Let me do something real quick here. Let me put that up there while we're waiting for people to come in. We have a birthday today in the drone community, probably several of them, but I know of one of them today. And that would be Brother Chris Hope. So if you see Brother Chris Hope in the chats, be sure to wish him a happy birthday. Chris, if you're watching, happy birthday, brother. Hope it is a good day for you and you get all your birthday wishes. So, that being said, happy birthday to everybody else that's had a birthday this past week or this coming week. I try to catch everybody's birthdays. If you're friends with me on Facebook, I try to catch it. I do miss them sometimes. I do apologize for that, but I try to do it every day. And so if I have missed your birthday, happy birthday to you. Jack Rabbit. Scott, good morning. I think I'm going to leave that run for a few minutes. There he is. I was beginning to wonder if Dominic hadn't fallen asleep.
Sorry about that. I had a technical issue.
No worries, brother. I just figured you'd passed out, gone to sleep.
No, I was right. I was actually trying to fix something on the computer. Something went wrong.
Yeah, here comes the other member of our Australian contingent, Peter Carroll. Good morning, or good evening.
Morning, Rodney. Hi, Dominic, and hi to all in chat.
One Vision Aereo, good morning.
So you made it back from Minefield okay?
Oh, yeah, we got back Monday evening.
That's good.
It was actually about an 11-hour drive total.
Okay.
But we definitely had a good time over the weekend. We got to meet I met a lot of new people. I met some old friends, like Scott was there. Philip Koshat who's in the chat, by the way. Good morning, Philip. Got to meet him. One Vision Aereo, got to meet him.
Yeah, watched a few of the videos there. There's a lot of familiar faces there.
Dustin. Got to meet Barkley, and I met Genesee before, but I got to meet Barkley and Genesee, and got to see Genesee again. And of course, Ken Herron was there. There was David from Fly High FPV. I got to meet him, and several people that are from his area of the country that came up. Lots and lots of people. I mean, not like thousands, but at least close to 100, if not over 100.
Yeah.
So, John Joan Flyer, Scott is old. Yeah. Well, aren't we all, brother? Of course, he looks older than I do. So there you go.
You managed to crash one of your drones, did you?
Yes, I did. In fact,
Or fixed? Okay. Oh, no,
not
no,
really.
not quite, no.
No, I'm trying to find a frame, which is proving kind of difficult because every place I go to, even if this is made by Gep RC, and even when I go to their site, they're sold out of their own frames. Imagine that. Dennis.
Hey,
Hi, Dennis.
who took my Rodney Bell? Rodney Bell, do you have my coffee cup?
I do not, sir.
It must be on the table outside. Well, that's a bummer.
You didn't leave it at the hotel, did you?
No, it's here. I was drinking.
Okay.
I thought maybe you'd come and taken it.
Well, I have been known to do that.
I know. Well,
Myra, good morning. Buying Space is in the house.
Hi, Myra Elaine. Ken placed it here is here. Wow.
Oh, and you got to meet Jason from
Yes.
Remote Pilot.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was a blast. Had a lot of fun.
It was a great time. So Australia to the right, United States to the left. That's how it works.
As usual.
It is
Apparently,
today.
yeah.
I thought United States was right and Australia was not.
Oh, it depends. Depends which way you're facing.
I can probably fix. Nah, I'm
No,
not.
it's fine. It's fine. We'll just use the mirror.
No matter what, I'm always going to be in the top left. So.
That's right.
But yeah, there's and Friday or Saturday wasn't too bad as far as heat, but Sunday was a scorcher. I mean, don't get me wrong, Saturday was hot, but not near like it was on Saturday.
Right.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah, they've had quite a lot of hot weather over there, haven't you?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, place it here. Ken, good morning.
25
Boy, I've
degrees
just now
Celsius
seen
when
your
I
name,
woke up
brother.
this morning, Peter.
Wow.
Nice. I'll take that.
See what it is now.
And Kelly was there as well. Kelly Shores.
Right.
It's gone down a touch. It's 23.
Okay.
73 Fahrenheit.
That's only 9 here.
I can't remember his last name, but
Who's that?
Bob.
Oh, Brother Bob?
Brother Bob.
Now,
Not-
Robot,
not Bob
Robot 20, I
Casey.
think you're talking
Brother
about.
Bob, see? Brother Bob.
Huh?
Brother Bob.
Brother
That's
Bob.
even hard to say.
But, yeah.
Yeah, it starts with a C.
Okay. So Warren says he has a birthday sometime this year.
Yeah, me
Well,
too.
Really?
Mine's actually coming up.
What a
But
coincidence.
Today is Chris Hope's birthday.
Yeah.
That's right. He is
And I was
officially
kinda
over
hoping
50
he
years
would
old.
pop in here. I haven't seen him in the chats.
I haven't either. He's
But
probably
I sent him
celebrating.
a text with the link to pop in, and of course I wished him a happy birthday and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'd
I bet
really
he's
like-
celebrating.
huh?
Celebrating.
Celebrity. But anyway, so be sure to if he doesn't come into the chats or anything like before the end of the show, then be sure to text him happy birthday and stuff, and give him those good well wishes. He's quite the man.
Yeah.
Hey, Dennis, did you say he was over 50 now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Officially. Yeah.
Okay. I thought he already was, but
Well, maybe. Now he's officially over 50.
Okay.
oh, okay.
Here's the question of the day: which is older, Chris Hope or Chris Beard?
Is this a chicken or egg topic?
Oh, but yeah, well, it was really great to be able to hang out with all my old friends and meet the new ones.
I read somewhere that the chicken is the egg's way of making more eggs.
The chicken is the egg's way of making more eggs.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
It does actually. Arizona Street Media. Good morning. Barkley's over 30.
Wow.
There's Chris.
That
There
surprises
he
me.
is. Mr. Hope is in the house.
Hey, happy birthday, birthday boy.
Yeah, happy birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday, Mr. Hope. We love you, brother.
I let the news, I'm afraid I let it slip that you're over 50 now, Chris.
He's having computer issues. Yeah,
Um,
that comes up from time to time. $57.
57. Okay. So I told you it was more than 50.
Unlimited Vertigo. Good morning, Brett, right?
it must be rather cool where you are, Dominic.
Yeah, it is.
9 degrees here.
Yep.
Really? Wow, I
Yeah.
didn't think it got that cool.
Oh, it
Yeah.
does. Yeah, we've had several mornings recently very close to the 0 mark, if not at there.
We had I've had a
Wow.
-1.
It's like 43 here, something like that.
So Johnny's one of Johnny's granddaughter is turning 19 today. She shares her birthday with brother Chris.
Okay.
Wow. How generous of Chris.
That is mighty nice of him, isn't it?
Yeah,
Who knew he was that generous?
I did.
You did?
I did, yeah.
I
It doesn't
suspect
surprise me a bit, but that's very generous.
I suspected it, but
So Chris can probably answer the question of whether the beard preceded him or not.
thanks, Philip. You the man. Philip said he thought he looked much younger.
Yeah, the beard's only 7 years old.
And yeah, the beard is 7 years old today.
Okay.
So apparently Chris came first.
I guess so. Oh, so he started growing the beard when he turned 50.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
So Dennis, what did you enjoy about Spin Up?
Oh,
Uh,
time with friends.
mine
Absolutely, hands down. That's what it was. I flew a little bit. I mean, obviously, I put the drone up for the sunrise stream, but I flew. I didn't fly my Mini 3 at all. Did I? Maybe I did. I don't remember, but I flew the Mavic 3 a little bit because I wanted to see that night shot. And because I was jealous, not jealous, I was inspired by the what was that? The Mavic Air 3's night shot mode, and I'd never tried that with the Mavic 3. So I think now there may have been some adjustments, but I think the I think the Mavic Air 3 had a small advantage over the Mavic 3 as far as picture quality is concerned at that night shot. It just seemed to me that
Yeah, because
I don't know how that could be true.
it
with
has
the
a
big
different
sensor,
camera, right?
but- Say that again.
The Mavic Air 3 has a different camera than what the Mavic 3 does, right?
It's a smaller sensor, yes, than the Mavic 3. So it shouldn't be the case. It could have been difference in viewing technology too, right? And I was using the
Right.
iPad. He's using something else. I think he had a phone, right? There's brightness involved and all these other things, but it just seemed like it had a little bit of edge on the non-scientific study, a little bit of edge on over my Mavic 3.
Well, I was certainly impressed by
Yeah, they're both good.
the night mode. In fact, I don't think I've seen Brother Bob Casey in here, but I think I am going to share his video where he does a night shot with the Air 3.
I saw that. Yeah, it was good too.
And I tell you what, it was absolutely gorgeous. I was impressed.
Yeah.
I almost sat down and bought one.
Is the camera on the Air 3S as adjustable as the Mavic 3?
I don't know anything about it. To tell you the
Okay.
truth.
Yeah, I don't know much about the camera or anything like that, but if this is an indication of how well it does, it would definitely be worth researching a little bit more and then getting one. So, and I may just do that, maybe. Let's see here. Okay, now I'm not going to be playing any music, but here it is, folks. The Air 3 in night mode.
So that's not a Mavic anymore, right? It's just the Air 3.
Air 3, yeah, I guess
Yeah,
they
I still
dropped
call
the
it
name
Mavic
Mavic.
Air.
That's pretty impressive to me right there.
Yeah, this was at night. It was dark outside.
Yeah.
I mean, my Air 2, it would have all been grainy.
It seems to handle the bright bits pretty good too.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that out Christmas time with Christmas lights around and so on. See
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah, it definitely does do that, Brother Chris. Yep, pretty nice.
Yeah.
So,
It looks good.
quite impressive.
But yeah, what I enjoyed the most was spend time with friends.
Yeah, and flying was just a secondary excitement.
Yeah.
Meeting up with my friends and then, like you said, Dennis was the best thing about the whole thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Akira Shah.
morning, Mel.
Mel,
Wow.
Yeah. Hi, Mel.
speaking of spending time with friends,
Good morning, gentlemen. How are
That's
we?
right. Mel was there.
Hello, Mel.
And, and I've got my copy, so it's official.
Oh, good to hear.
Morning.
How's it going, man?
Man, if it was
Morning.
any better, it'd be illegal. It was sure good to see you guys last weekend.
It sure
It was
was.
great
It
to
was
see
good
you
seeing
too.
you too, brother.
I went out in that field at the request of Kelly, and we took John Coopy out there with us to do some chasing on one of my RC trucks. And I've never dealt with OneDrive before, but he tried sending me the video on OneDrive, and I just couldn't download it. I've got OneDrive. I've got it set up. I've got files in it apparently that I've put in there at some point, but I could not get that to download. It took 2 or 3 days for him to figure out a way to set that video up so that I could actually download it.
Oh wow.
OneDrive, that's Microsoft's Google
Yeah,
Drive.
that's their
Right.
cloud-based
Okay, yeah, I was
hard
thinking
drive.
so.
And the worst part about it is you don't even get a choice whether you want to use it or not, it seems like. Because as soon as I bought this new computer, man, boom, it was there. And it started sending everything to that.
Yeah, that was part of the reason I eventually dumped Windows.
So, but anyway. So you finally got it?
Finally got it, and it's about 4.5 or 5 minutes worth of video. So I'm gonna be cutting up a couple clips and loading those up to both YouTube channels and the TikTok channel.
Wait, do you have a second YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's the one with just the cars, right?
the MKRC builds.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I make all kinds of stuff like stickers. I don't know how well this will show in the light, but this is holographic.
Well, that's what you were telling us about.
Yeah. I do all kinds of artwork for the different guys. I can show you, and because I was talking to you about it, I think, Rod.
Yeah. Hey, could you turn your camera a little bit more towards you, brother, so we can see you?
It's better
We
off
know
if we
you're
can't.
ugly,
Turn it back.
Yeah, turn it back.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I had it where it was. Just to give you an idea, like this guy here sent me pictures of his RC car out in the woods. And how do I do this? I know there's a setting where I can share my screen. Present, is that what it's
Present,
called
yeah.
now?
Yeah, present. Yeah.
Share screen. Let's do.
I'm preparing for my wife to get up. So don't mind me.
And then let's do this one.
You like the way Dennis cooks for his wife?
So
This is how I cook.
this guy contacted me and asked me to make him some decals, and he sent me the image.
Michael Blade.
And this was the photograph of his RC truck that he sent me.
Whoops.
Okay.
Okay.
See the way the text is and everything, and it just looks like a very generic photograph. So he said, show me what you can do with it. So I don't know if this will go here. Yeah, I have to change the share, don't I? Dadgummit.
What are you doing?
Maybe. Oh, it is changing.
Hmm.
What changed?
The picture changed.
Yeah.
Is there an arrow on either side?
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Okay, there's the original one that he sent me.
Right.
And then when I got done with it, it looked like that.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
No, nice.
Of course, that's got my watermark in it so that he couldn't copy it, because I send it back for approval before I actually make the decals.
Right.
And then one of the other images he sent me was this one. And I said, man, that image looks like crap. Do you have a better image? And he says, yeah, I can send you the original. And I don't know which way to go here. So there's the original photograph of his RC crawler that he wanted turned into a decal. And then when I was done with it, that's what it looked like.
Ah.
Wow.
With his TikTok channel name at the bottom of it and
Yep.
stuff. Soggy
Okay.
Bottom Boys RC. And then I turned that into this image, and then I print it on matte photo paper, and then I laminate it with the holographic laminate and run it through the Cricut and cut it out.
Hey, let me interrupt real quick. Hey, Alex Escardo, you have a great day, brother, and thanks for popping in and saying hi. Appreciate
See you,
it.
Alex.
So that pretty much takes care of what that's about. So that just shows you, Rodney, kind of what I do, what I was talking about the other day.
Gotcha. Yep.
What are you carving on, Dennis?
Bread, also known as cake. It's panettone bread. You know that?
Ah, yep. I know what it is.
Okay.
It's a lot like a fruitcake,
Yeah.
Okay.
but it's more bread-like.
Yeah.
So you have raisins mostly and other candied artifacts inside.
I think I've had something similar to that.
Yeah.
Man, I'd take something like that and make it with bananas and put a bunch of raisins in it. Yummy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy.
Do you buy that, Dennis, or do you make it yourself?
No. I bought
Philip
this.
says, Martha
Okay.
Stewart, move over. Here comes Dennis.
Yep.
Who?
Phil Koshat said that. Martha Stewart, move over. Here comes Dennis.
That's right.
Anyway, so this will last us about a week. A little bit in the morning.
Warren wants to know if you're going to hollow it out and fill it with cream herring.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't in the plans, Warren.
Not anymore.
This is a messy task.
Looks kind of tough. Is it tough to cut?
No, it's easy to cut, but the problem is it wants to fall apart. It's hard to
Oh.
so I make it look more difficult than it actually is because I'm trying to preserve its edge.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're being ginger with your bread.
Oh, who invited that man?
Yeah.
Yes, Mel. I'm being ginger with my bread.
Well, I guess that's better than being bread with your ginger. I don't
That's
know.
true. That is very true.
Dustin posted your link, Mel's link to MKRC.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Dustin. I'm going to snag that when I have a moment.
Yeah, I'm in the process of building that channel. It's got, I don't know, 30 or 50 subscribers and a handful of videos, and I'm trying to get more videos uploaded to it. I'll be putting some on it today.
Yeah, I think I was one of your first subscribers.
Probably. I'm going to start a new build today, a new build project. A company called Sen Racing USA is a RC car company, and they make Ford F-250 and F-450 trucks, and they've got really long drive lines and carrier bearings and all the stuff that a regular long bed, long wheelbase pickup would have. Thank you, Philip. And today I'm starting to build. You guys have seen those tow trucks that the repo guys are famous for using. They got the forks on the back and they lower them down, scoop the car up and drive away. I'm building that on the back of one of my F-450s. I've designed it in CAD, and I'm gonna build that mechanism and put it on the back of a RC truck.
Cool.
So you'll be able to go and repossess some RC cars now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Hello, Brooklyn chick. Good morning to you.
That one I sent you, is it still alive, Rodney?
Yeah.
Or have you crashed it?
No, it's still here. Haven't crashed it yet. Of course, I haven't used it much lately.
Well, you got to drive it to crash it.
True. I'll probably break it out here in a day or two.
And if you don't crash it, you haven't been driving it properly.
I think the first day I took it out, I rolled it. It rolled like 4 times.
Yeah.
See, where's that camera? This is from that bread. I think it's probably a candied carrot.
Okay.
Ah.
Messy. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled program.
You have a regularly scheduled program?
Yeah, it's called Coffee with Rodney and Friends. You should join sometime. Oh, wait.
Warren says he thinks, he goes, that Dennis Lovelady, I think the patient has passed away.
I think so too. Yeah, that's why I put it in a casket.
Tomas Sullivan, good morning, brother.
Morning,
Brooklyn
Tomas.
Chick. Howdy, Brooklyn Chick.
Yeah, Tomas, we did have a good time there at Minefield.
Yeah.
You guys have put out some really nice videos.
Well, mine were just flying. I always develop in my head all these things that I'm going to do when I'm there, with my camera work, go around, talk to people and stuff. And I never do.
I did the same thing. I took every bit of camera gear and audio gear that I've got, and I didn't make a single camera video out there. I went live on TikTok with my phone for about 3 minutes, and that was the only camera thing I did at all.
Yeah.
What the hell? Other than, well, even I didn't do that. John Coopy did it for me, at Kelly's request.
I flew. I did it on the way there that Friday when I was driving with Al and Brad. I did it a couple of times just to update everybody, and I'd planned to keep doing it the whole weekend. And then I think I did it one time on Saturday, and then never did it again. It was more fun just to go around, visit people, and not worry about it. But
that I kind of enjoyed that, just walking around and being able to talk without worrying about, is this shot framed? Is the mic good enough? What's the light? Am I in the shadow? It much more relaxed.
Yeah, it is definitely fun to fly. And next time I go, I will definitely fly it a little bit more aggressively than I did this time. Go into things that I didn't go into this past weekend. There's all kinds of gaps and stuff to fly in there.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, I don't fly that kind of thing, but yeah, we were eyeing that barrel for a while before Rodney decided he wanted to go through it. You were the first to go through that, weren't you?
No, I wasn't the first. There'd been other people that went through it.
Well, I meant this time. This is my first time there, so it's all
yeah,
new to me.
it's definitely the first time I've been through it.
I don't think the barrel's been there. I think that's a new thing that is Billy put up this year.
Oh.
I don't think he's hung that barrel before.
Madeline?
Oh, it was pretty cool.
It's a giant culvert or something that he hung up there on the crane. Just let it hang and swing.
Yeah,
it's interesting the impact that we have on. Obviously, Mindfield has an impact on the drone community, right? Because Karen Herron started this thing. We have an impact on him as well. He's thinking about putting up a bell for the drone people, so that they give them something that they can try to ring.
Yeah, ring the bell.
Cool.
Well,
Yeah.
they did
Morning,
that
Layla.
last year or the year before.
Really?
They were, the big water tower. They were trying to smack the water tower and make it go bong.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think
that's
a couple
probably where he
people
got his
did that
idea,
this
but
year.
he's actually thinking of, things that he's going to do there are specifically for
Yeah.
that group of people. I think that's amazing.
A big round piece of sheet metal hanging from a couple of cables, a big gong, type
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Brother Joe Fodolio, good morning, brother.
Hi, Joe.
Joe?
That Billy's a nice guy.
Yeah, he is.
He's something else. He's something else. You ought to see some of his shops. He's got some motorcycle stuff and whatnot, and motorcycles with things added to them in the Minefield manner that are just mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. And it's off limits to the public. He doesn't let people go in there.
Yeah.
Joe Fodolio was another guy that got to meet.
I keep promising I'm going to watch his videos. I haven't done that yet.
Well, I've watched a couple. I watched his videos that he was doing for that work he was doing there in Tennessee.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
There's a series of 5 that he just finished this past week, and
Yeah.
I want to.
If you need any bathroom work, he is the man to go to, because I thought he did a really good job.
Apparently, and I do need some bathroom work done, but I'm afraid we'd have to. We have a bathtub. It's standard. I don't think it's porcelain. Whatever those things are made of, it's heavy, and
Hey, Brett.
all of our doors and windows are rather smaller than that bathtub.
Hey, Brett, Victorian Aerial Vision. Good morning.
And we have a brick house. The way, if it was a wooden house, the way to get that bathtub out of there would be to break a hole in the outside of the house, just take it out that way. But our brick house, you'd never put it back together and make it look right.
Right.
The wooden house, you can paint it and make it look right? But brick, you can't do that.
But you can cut that up. You can cut that tub up and take it out in pieces.
Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. But that's going to be a major undertaking to get that done. We'd like to have the modern day stall, rather than that. But I don't know that it's cast iron, but it could be.
That's the thing with a lot of homes when they're built. A lot of those fixtures are put in while the house is still sticks.
Oh yeah, or even before it sticks. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Bathtub goes in first.
So yeah, let me do this.
While he's doing that, Dennis, who was the person that you most enjoyed meeting at Minefield?
meeting for the first time. Oh gosh, there
Yeah,
were
this
so
was your
many.
first time there, right? If
It was.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've met, for example, I met Barkley, but not there, right? So, who did I meet for the first time? I've also met Joe. I'm trying to think who I met for the first time, actually.
Yeah, because a lot of these guys go to Florida and stuff, and you go down there, but
Yeah.
specific.
I guess Fly High Ariel. I'd never met him.
Okay.
Now,
And what was when you
Yeah.
first drove up and pulled in the parking lot and saw what the structure was, or even from the street, because you can see it from a block away.
Right, you can see it when you make that turn from the city square. Yeah.
Yeah. Town Square, Court Square. He's just a block off of Court Square, right downtown Brownsville.
I was shocked. I was talking to Scott on the phone just before I said I was going to meet him there, and he was saying, "Well, I just drove past there, and there's nobody there at the moment." And I had this vision in my mind until that moment of this huge place, huge, and I'm wondering how did he see the parking lot from the road, But anyway, so I couldn't get a vision in my mind of what that was really like. So when I saw, there it is out there in front of God and everybody, when you turn that corner, I was just a little bit surprised. And then to see it's really out of place, which is part of its appeal, I guess.
Yeah, you wouldn't think you'd see something like that a block off of the main, Court Square in a small country
right
town.
next to a grocery store, right? So
yeah, exactly.
Right. Anyway, I was.
And it's too bad that they didn't open Minefield Grill, because I'm gonna tell you what, them people put out some chow now.
Well, they did open that the next day, Mel, but that was their first day of operation under new management.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's not quite what you guys described as the Minefield Grill yet. Rodney and I had, pretty good breakfast from there, and it was the price was certainly reasonable, but it was what people describe as the Minefield Grill.
That place used to put out a burger that would just knock your socks off.
Kelly said the same thing.
Yeah, I want to say good morning to Mela. Mela's in the house. Mark Fisher and Joel Warren's in the house. And so I want to share a video. Joe, while he was there at Minefield, flew his first carbon fiber drone. And it's one of Scott's drones that he's flying. And I'm going to share that video if Joe doesn't mind. And even if he does mind, I'm going to share it anyway. So, there you go, Joe. Take it or leave it. Anyway, let me cue that up here. I'm glad he said go ahead.
Yeah. Got the official permission?
I'm glad he gave me permission. All right, so let me do this. Now, this is him. Of course, we all know that Joe flies a pretty mean POS freestyle. He does pretty good with it. In fact, I was pretty impressed the way he makes that POS fly. But anyway, here he is flying a carbon fiber for the first time. He said it's epidemic sound, so I'll go ahead and play the sound too.
Man, I don't know nothing about arm or disarm or nothing.
Right here's arm.
That's on and this on. Okay. Is it one?
It's not fair. He has cameramen.
Yeah. Okay. What's the next? Is there another one up? So I know.
Yeah, it might be.
Okay.
There's wires right above us. 10 feet in front of you. Go forward. Clear the rep.
Yeah, I'm not sure who the camera person was.
So what's different about flying carbon fiber?
That's some power, dude. Holy shit.
I'm not really sure because I don't know what it's like to fly a DJI FPV. So I really can't say, but Joe could probably tell us. Oh, Bob, the 20 Robob. That Bob, I couldn't remember his last name. Still can't remember it.
Someone must know.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. And a good one.
Unlimited Vertigo says better power to weight ratio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's fast.
Ready for a power loop?
It's probably a little bit faster,
What kind of?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, nice.
And even
like
Joe
it.
says the
I do
4S
think
is
that's
more
very
power.
My girlfriend hates it. She wants me to keep doing power loop.
Common is Bob's last name.
Nice. That's when you lift.
So the DJI
And you ease it in
DJI
just like he's doing.
FPV.
Nice.
Okay.
is that a success?
Well, now he's got a proper sports car.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
He didn't drive that bus
He
anymore.
didn't get that rental. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got that
Okay.
fine.
He says he wants
I
me to
don't know,
skip to
Joe.
the
I'm not
end here,
an
so
FPV guy, but it seems like
let me do that.
Wow, he's flying fast.
There you go.
Okay, so we'll take it from here.
I needed this in my life.
Thought I wanted to save us, but I was stuck in the past. Messed me up, I wanted to hurt. Just give me something that lasts. I think you know what I'm made of, yeah. So when I mind this maze, paint a picture in vivid color. Can't tell the black from the grays. To slow things down and clear my mind. It's like leaving a toxic friend behind. You say yes, and you don't make waves. I don't need to say that you know that I tried. I don't want to have to waste another life. Say no, and I will let go. I don't need to say that you know that I've tried. I don't want to hide or waste another life. Left in the pool of my own mess. When I said I'm gonna change, you made me pick up the broken glass. Don't want it to be in vain.
So this is all the same flight?
Slow things down and
Yeah.
clear my mind.
Well,
It's like
it's not the
leaving
same
a
flight.
toxic friend
They
behind.
moved from the field back to here.
You say yes, and you don't make waves. I don't need to say that you know that I tried. I don't want to hide or waste another life. Say no, and I will let go. I don't need to say that you know that I tried. I don't want to hide or waste another life. Would you believe if I told you that I don't want to go back? I'm just afraid that I'll lose you. I don't want to hide or waste another life. You say yes, you don't make waves. I don't need to say that you know that I tried. I don't want to hide or waste another life. Say no, and I will let go. I don't need to say that you know that I tried. I don't want to hide or waste another life.
Yeah, well done.
So, D&D
Great job, Joe.
aerial views. Good morning.
Hello.
The POS is a 6S too, Rodney.
Yeah. I saw you put that. I think Dennis was asking, so.
At least according to Mr. Google. But it flies like a bus. Well, that's good. I'm accustomed to, driving big trucks. So that's right up my alley.
Yeah, he says it flies like a bird. So Joe, let me ask you, brother, are you going to get you a carbon fiber gun now that you've had a taste of it?
Yeah, Chrissy is.
Hey, Mark, you have a good one, brother. Thanks
Yeah,
for
Mark.
popping into the chats, man.
Hey, Chris.
All right.
So
100%.
Joe,
Good deal.
if you don't have me on Facebook, add me on Facebook under MKRC Builds on Facebook and send me a message, would you please?
So we got Sunrise Water Media in the house.
Hello, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
I'm looking forward to
Hi, Chris.
seeing him again during Spin Up.
When is Spin Up this year?
Jackson RC Aviation. Good morning. It's in October.
October 20th, I think. 19th, 20th, 21st. Is that right?
Yeah, something like that.
Is it
Real
going
close
to
to that.
Is it going to be in Austin or somewhere else?
Austin.
Okay.
Brother Ron.
Ron.
Hi, Ron.
Hi, Ron.
Good. How are you guys?
Yeah, good.
It's going to be at Round Rock again or Cedar Creek, whatever.
Howdy, Ron.
Hey, Ron.
How are you, sir?
I am well.
Long time no see.
Indeed. I've been doing a lot of RC car stuff.
I've just been working a lot lately. No, my fun is over. I had a lot of fun this summer.
You going to Spin Up, Ron?
No,
No.
Ron.
no. The new job, I don't have any vacation time.
I'm sorry.
That's
New
with the
job?
new job. I don't have any vacation time built up, so I won't be going anywhere soon.
You don't work with that flight outfit anymore?
I'm PRN. I just left there 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Vertical move? Or hope not vertical. Hope not lateral. Hope it was vertical.
Actually, it was a vertical or a lateral move. It was it's a ground paramedic, almost doing the exact same thing I'm doing, only on the ground, but it's 35 minutes from home versus 4.5 hours. About $6-7 an hour more.
As Rocky would say, and now for something completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, I'm staying PRN up there.
In celebration of Chris Hope's birthday,
Uh-oh.
I have a video that I want to see, and most people probably already seen it, but this is epic. This is epic. And there may be some of you guys that haven't seen it yet. So without further ado,
Happy birthday, Chris.
happy
Let's
birthday,
hope.
Chris.
Told me, son,
I saw this.
don't ever play with guns, but I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
Look at that concentration.
When I hear their whistle
I
blowing,
brought some with me.
I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car. They're probably smoking coffee and drinking big cigars. So I knew I'd left that part.
Shit.
Get it wrong. I'm going to try again. It makes my take all night. I can't. That's funny, Dennis. You did that on purpose. You set me up.
Dennis wouldn't do that.
I didn't realize how much concentration I had in there.
Now that was the Roy Clark version, right? Of that song.
Actually, I heard that from Homer and Jethro way
Oh,
back.
okay, because Roy Clark did a version of that too.
Yeah, it was supposed to be. There was a whole album of I don't recall the name of the album, but the idea was that they were supposed to be drunk and doing all these songs, and like it's instead of it's crying time again, it's lying time again. You won't believe me. I can see that something look in your eye. Anyway, it's just all about drinking songs, I guess, and they messed up that line on purpose, of course, in that song. And I picked that up from my childhood, really.
Yeah. That was good. And,
Yeah.
and Chris didn't even miss a beat until the end.
No, he didn't. I kept throwing Chris off because I was trying to harmonize, and he's not used to singing with others. You know, poor Chris, I put him on the spot, but he was a real trooper.
Yeah, that was pretty good. And
So happy birthday, Chris.
believe it or not, I have 174 views on that video.
Nice.
Okay.
It was awesome.
When he realized what was going on.
What did you do, Dennis? Did you change some of the words, did you?
Yeah, instead of they're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars, I changed it to they're probably smoking coffee and drinking big cigars.
Oh, okay.
Then these are my line. I said, I knew I'd mess that line up. I never get it right.
Yep.
But I'm going to keep trying. It just might take all night. That's how I changed it. But I don't remember what Homer and Jethro did with it. It wasn't that. Whatever it was.
Yeah, I'm glad I had that video going too, because we would have missed that.
Man, I'll tell you what, there were cameras all around us. You know, people holding up their phones and capturing this and that. It was kind of fascinating.
The Love Lady Hope duo or duet was awesome.
Yeah, that's the first ever, a world premiere.
Mela says that the three of you ought to get a bus and take it on the road.
I agree.
Yeah, maybe a short bus.
Well, we don't have a lot of equipment. Maybe Mela does, but you know, Chris and I get by with a ukulele and a couple of seats to sit on.
So you're saying a Volkswagen Vanagon would do the trick, huh?
I would imagine that's overkill.
Well, with a bunch of daisies on it.
That's right.
A couple of old hippies.
So, Ron, what you got going on, brother?
Oh, we're really late.
Not much going on. I got to go back to work on Monday, and off Tuesday, work Wednesday, and then September 1, I got a start guiding. We'll start hunting.
Oh, that's right. It's getting to be that time of year.
It is.
Up quick.
Mm.
What are your temps like now, Ron?
You know, this week it's been upper 80s, 90s. But I was going to sit outside this morning with you guys, but I went out there. I'm like, no, I was chilly out there this morning.
I would welcome that.
Yeah, it's been brutal. It's not bad. It's probably upper 50s, I'd say. I think it's supposed to be down in the 70s now for the next 10 days, which is nice.
Man,
Nice.
I hope some of that comes this way, because yesterday,
guys
for example,
Plant over. Was it
yesterday,
Lloyd sent that thing on Facebook or something? It was 108 or something like that.
111 on his dash. Yeah, on his.
Wow.
The mercury on my front deck yesterday was tipping 102, and that's without the heat index.
See you, Chris.
Hey, Chris, hope you have a good day, brother. And again,
Have a
happy
wonderful day.
birthday. And
Bye-bye, Chris.
take it easy, brother.
Yeah, bye, Chris.
117 in Houston yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that's a normal day in Phoenix, not Houston.
Right.
BMAC will be frying out there, Brian.
Oh, heat index was 117. I think that's what he's saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I know over in Port Smith, the heat index was 115 yesterday, 115.
Yeah, it was 93 here yesterday. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. I like the warmer weather. I tell you, I take it over the cold, but it is getting uncomfortably warm sometimes.
I think spring and late autumn are the best time for good temperatures.
Yeah.
So
I'd take 70 and 40% humidity year round and be just quite happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take 70 and 0% humidity.
Well,
Variety, they say, is the spice of life.
you need a little humidity to keep things good, but
Otherwise, you
Mark?
touch a tree and you get sparked, right?
yeah.
Rodney, I should have I thought about this afterwards. Could have made a good YouTube short yesterday. I must have had 60, 70, 80 turkeys show up, and I don't want them here. I should have set the camera up, and you should have seen me out there trying to chase them out of here. It was like herding chickens.
You say turkeys?
Yeah. And then my one deer that's, super pain, he come up on the porch and they followed him up on there. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
Wow. Boy, they're bold, aren't they?
Yeah, matter of fact, here, there's, they're right behind him. Right up on my porch. He's sitting there eating out of my hand and coming right in behind him. Yeah, I don't want them here. So if you've never seen Ron chase turkey before, it's a sight to see.
I can picture it in my head.
You need an RC car, Ron, so you can sit back
That
on the
would be
porch.
Nice.
That would be awesome. Never thought about that. Save me a lot of legwork.
Tomas, you have a good weekend, brother. Take care.
You, Tomas.
Yeah, bye, Tomas.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to bounce. I got a lot of stuff I got to get done, and I got to go to the post office and get a bunch of decals and stuff sent out. So I will talk to y'all later. Rodney, thanks for
It was
sending the
great.
link.
Bye-bye,
You're
Mel.
welcome, Mel.
Great to spend some time with you, Mel.
It was good to visit with you guys too down there. I wish we had more time.
Yeah, actually, I got back. We got back Monday, and the three of us, Al, Brad, and I, looked at each other and said, "Let's go back."
Yep. All right, guys. Appreciate it. Rodney, we'll see you.
All right.
Later,
See
brother.
ya.
Bye, Mel.
So,
I should go out and see if the critters are out there this morning.
but Joe and Dustin was talking about that meeting Charlie there at Juice Man. He can fly. He can fly a drone, man. I watched one of his movies outside of Minefield, and man, he is just awesome. You tell he does it quite a bit. So, and David, that Fly High FPV, he's not bad either. I agree. Minefield should be a week long.
It should. We've had a lot of activity here. I'm just waiting for more.
Oh, for the
Hummers.
the Hummer.
Okay.
Mark,
So
all right.
Is that minefield treated as like a tourist attraction there, or do people come and visit it, or is it just sort of a pile of junk?
People come and take pictures, I guess, but they don't.
Yeah.
It's not really something that you'd spend a lot of time at,
No.
typically, unless you have something to do, like flying drones or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I equate it with, say, the biggest ball of twine in the world, right? People stop, they take a picture, they go.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
Supposedly he builds that. He started building that for his to commemorate his parents, I guess.
Oh, is that right? That I didn't know.
Well, that's what I'd heard, but I may be wrong about that too. I'm trying to find something that gives a picture of it.
He must have been building that for quite a while.
Yeah, it's been going on for a while. But they've been going. This is the fourth year that people have been there, right? That we've been there.
He started building that in 1989.
All
right. And he puts a lot of thought into every piece that he puts up. He was talking about a piece that that is a part of it that commemorates his wife, right? And every aspect of that, the direction that it faces, and the little symbols that are on the corner of it, and so on, everything has some sort of meaning to it.
right.
Even the direction that the lines, the cables run that connect it to it. He puts a lot of thought in before he puts any piece up.
Yeah.
And tries to give it as much meaning as he can.
It's hard to find a decent picture of it. But I can't. Let me post a link. Here's a link that talks about it. I'll post this in the chat, and then everybody, if you're interested, you can go look at it. But
I guess those hummingbirds got their fill. Is that camera live? That would be interesting, wouldn't it, if it's not live?
So the link is in the chat for Miles to Go. It's a website, apparently a travel website.
Okay.
And it talks about Billy Tripp's Minefield, and that was written. This was written in 2018. So.
I got a new little project going on here, Rodney. I kind of got the idea from a neighbor of mine. That, what I mean by a pallet, wood pallet. I 3 of them and took all the best boards off of all three. And then, you know, the pals generally, they have usually a good inch and a half gap in between them. So I disassembled all of them, and then I put the boards, you know, so where they're all touching. And I'm going to I found a little gal up at the grocery store up here. She's only 16, 17, but I just talked to her mother the other day just to get permission to work with her. But she is a unbelievable artist. What I'm going to have her do is one of my favorite pictures here from Alaska is this one here. And I'm going to have her paint that onto yeah, here's my wooden pallet, I mean, and then there's a tree down by the garage.
Hey, Scott.
But she's going to paint it onto that. And then I'm going to, you know, coat it real thick with varnish and everything and lean it up against a tree. It'd be kind of like a decoration in my yard.
Nice.
Nice. Hey, Scott, you have a good day, brother.
See you, Scott. Yeah, that camera is it's kind of frozen, so.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes. Now it's alive. Switch back to it. Oops. Wrong button.
Yep.
Feels weird, Rodney. Normally this would be the Saturday morning.
I'm sorry?
North Dakota. I said normally this Saturday morning I would be visiting with you from North Dakota. But,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
And then now you're home.
Yeah. I miss it a little bit. But
Do you?
you know, I worked up there 2 weeks ago. I went up and like I said, I'm staying PRN. I don't know how long that'll be able to last though, because they have a lot of requirements, education and certifications you got to upkeep with them, and that would mean me driving up there and doing that all the time. But the money is good. They pay me time and a half plus $10 an hour when they can't get a shift filled. If I so I say, hey, I can do it. So I went up for 2 Saturdays ago and worked, and yeah, it made some good money.
Yeah, I kind of figured you might miss that. I mean, you've been doing it for how many years?
About 25 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a long time to do
It
the
is.
job, and then when you leave, you're bound to miss. Like when I got out of the Navy, I got to tell you, the day I got out, I was excited, man. I was so glad to be out of the Navy and everything. And about a week later, I realized that I missed it because I was missing all my shipmates and the camaraderie that we shared and stuff like that. And to this day, I still miss it. Heck, to this day, I still dream about it. Or should I say nightmare about it? But yeah, I get that.
Mm.
And Mark R. Wright says, and you've got to keep your flying hours in, Ron. Is that part of it too?
No, I'm not able to log any hours, but however, this place that I'm at, there's been a lot of strong talk about them getting their own helicopter. This company's growing, and the money is there. The coal mines of Wyoming is that's a big, mining coal, uranium, oil here in this area. It's huge, and I guess the mines donate a lot of money to the healthcare system here, and I can understand and see that with the equipment that we have, and most of it was a grant, but the bosses just showed us the other day we were in a class, and we got $4 million worth of equipment, new equipment coming.
Wow.
So, but they're talking about getting a helicopter there.
Oh.
So,
Well, that would be good for you then, huh?
mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's a fully set up helicopter worth? That'd be quite a few million, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at your startup costs got to be, well, you know, there's ways around it, but if you were to purchase everything yourself, a lot of companies today they're going with single engine, and I've been fond of twin engine, but the twin engines are a lot more expensive. You're looking at probably 5 to 10 million.
Yeah.
Just startup cost. But the company I used to work for, Air Methods, they supplied helicopters in 45 states here. That's when I used to work out in California. And they will supply places like a hospital. Said, hey, here's a helicopter. We'll run and operate it. You supply the employees.
Okay.
You know? And yeah. And
So
I'm not sure
they
how
just,
the money changed, whatever, but yeah.
So they just rent it off that place, or virtually sort of rent it.
Mm.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, in a way. Any hummingbirds there, Dennis?
Nothing.
No.
I guess they've had their fill, but the camera's still rolling. I can see a clock right there at the bottom right. It's it's working, but the birds aren't.
So what do you feed the hummingbirds, Dennis?
Say that again.
What do you feed the hummingbirds?
One quarter cup of water to a cup of. I'm sorry, 1/4 cup of sugar to a cup of water.
Okay.
Just I heat the water to boiling in a microwave, mix them up, and let it sit for a few hours so it's not hot, you know,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah, right.
but that'll last them the rest of this, you know, most of next week.
Okay.
What you see there, that's about. I filled that about 3 days ago.
Well, this morning I couldn't sleep. It was actually not bad out at 3:30 this morning, but it was dark. I grabbed a cup of coffee and I'm sitting out in the front
Good one,
porch.
Jake.
It's dark. All of a sudden I hear something walking across the gravel towards me. I'm like, I really hope that's a deer. It's hard to tell what it was. And then he got close enough to where the light from the inside of the house kind of felt like, oh God, it's a deer. You never know what you're going to find outside, because I've been lying here before. I've had tracked at the garage.
Yeah, you've talked about seeing lion tracks. Little Llama Laura, good morning.
Laura.
Of course, I guess it's afternoon where she's at.
Yeah.
We actually got quite a few in this area. One of their main meals runs around my house. They say they'll eat at least 1 to 2 deer a week.
Huh.
Wow.
You know, Lawrence, Novice Quads, posted a picture of a red-tailed hawk sitting on his porch in Facebook. And I'm like, wow, that's strange, even in the city. And he sent me a message back, said, yeah, New York had populated a bunch of them into the city to help get rid of the mice and pigeon population.
There's one.
That makes sense.
Oh, there you go.
Especially the rats.
Yeah.
But my first wife's in-laws, they lived up in the high desert in California, and they would put out salt lick and corn, like for the deer, and they'd sit there and watch the deer come down, and they'd get other animals as well. So
Okay. One of the first lions I ever saw in the wild was in California.
yeah, how close?
30, 40 yards. Close enough.
Yeah.
And that one, I can't remember if I told you guys the story. The girl I was dating in California, I moved to South Dakota and tried to make me promise her I would not go out in the woods alone. And I actually had dentists out near that area, but I'm bored. I just moved to Rapid City, South Dakota. I don't hardly know anybody. Like, I need something to do. So I jump in the four-wheeler, take off in the woods. And I'm out in this new area, and I see this canyon. Now, this canyon I was in, it was kind of deep in the woods, and I had no cell service. And so I see this canyon, and I saw what looked like a cave. And I'm like, I gotta go investigate this. So I shut the door up, get out, and I walk up the hill. Well, it's a lot further walk than I thought. You know, the perception out here sometimes is different. But I get to the very top of the hill, and all of a sudden I get a text message from a friend of mine. I'm like, oh, look, I've climbed elevation. Now I have cell service again. It was only one bar, but it was enough. So I get outside of this cave, and I turn around. It's starting to snow, and the scenery was just beautiful. So I'm standing there with my phone. I'm snapping pictures. I'm like, well, time to go investigate this cave. Oh. So I grab a flashlight and a pistol. At least I was smart enough to do that. And I start into the cave, and then the ceiling kind of came down a little bit, and then it curved off to the left. As soon as it started to curve to the left, I'm almost on my hands and knees. There was this big mama lion laying in there. She was not happy that I dropped in on her.
Oh.
And just, I'll never forget that one where the whiskers and the teeth and the ears go back and their eyes get real squinty. I'm like, oh shit. Sorry. So I
Time to leave.
walk out of there. I'm shaking like a leaf. I'm holding the gun out in front of me. And then my phone rings. It's the girlfriend. Hi, honey, what are you doing? And I'm like, I can't talk right now. I just came in a cave and there's a mountain lion. And as I'm backing down the hill, now I lose cell service again. So the phone goes click. So the only thing in her mind is this retard who I told don't go in the woods alone just told me he's in a cave with a mountain lion. And so for the next 2 hours, that's all she knows. Once I got cell service again. Oh,
you never told me that.
No, she was not.
That's a good story, brother. I can just see what she's thinking right now. And she's like, oh.
That moron! I told you. He promised me he wouldn't go in the woods alone.
Men can't live with him, can't live without him.
Needless to say, I was in a little trouble. Yeah.
Hi to Bob Casey.
Brother Bob. And Copper State Aerial Photography. Michael, good morning. Bob, good morning.
Okay.
Captain Joe, good morning. So, but yeah, that was a good story, Ron. You never told me that one before.
Yeah, that was.
I can just see her.
That dumbass. I told him. Let's see how well he listens.
Can't leave him alone for a minute.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I'm gonna be right back. So you guys hold down the fort.
Peter's in
Thanks
charge.
for the warning.
Nah, not me.
Let me go see if the critters are coming.
Dennis is in charge. He's next in seniority there.
I may be first in seniority here. I'm not sure. No, maybe not.
Well, it depends how you're rating it, I suppose.
Say that again.
Depends how you're rating the seniority. You're the second of the sunrise drone flies. I think I beat you as far as seniority, as far as age goes. Not by much, but I think I beat you a bit. There's a hummingbird there now.
Oh, good.
You gotta hit them all. There he goes.
Yeah.
See you, little llama Laura.
Yeah, bye, Laura.
Bye-bye.
I haven't seen many deer lately.
Hold on, Joe.
Yeah, I need to put that. That's just a little wise cam up there. I'm not even sure that it gets 30 frames per second, but I want to put a quality camera up there someday. This is probably the wrong time of the year for it. They're starting to back off a little bit as far as frequency, but yeah, I'm fascinated by those birds.
Yeah.
They are fascinating.
You know, Dennis, I have a video on my channel, and I can't remember if it was with 360 camera or Osmo Action, but it was hummingbirds at a feeder, and I put it in slow motion.
Oh, uh-huh. I have one of those. It's called the Birds and the Bee.
Birds and the Bee. That's a good name.
Yeah, there's a few hummingbirds and one bee that were milling around there. And I think I did some slow-mo on that. It's okay, but
Oh yeah.
like D&D, Ariel said it, 60 frames per second or 120 would be even better.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh, okay.
Hello.
There you go, Dennis.
Oh, wow. Nice. It's really slowed down.
Yeah.
What sort of frame rate is that shot at, Ron?
I can't remember.
Have to be pretty high to slow them down that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, 960 frames per second.
Nope. Here's your answer. It wasn't the. It was my Sony RX10, and it was shot in 960 frames.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because it was so smooth. Yeah.
Wow.
It's kind of blurry, but yeah. Huh. Yeah, it was shot in 960.
You can slow that down 32 times with no loss.
Yeah.
Mm.
What resolution is the 960 frames?
It's in 1080.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
Yeah, this actually come out fairly clear. Oops.
Mm.
Reach the end.
Mm.
Come out.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's good.
I guess when I first got the camera,
Wow.
it's been a good camera for me. Got all my shots in Alaska, and a lot of people, there was a guy up there. He had a Canon something, and like this monster. I think it was a 400. I would say it was a slow lens. It was like a 5.6 lens, but he just kept, yeah, I got this Canon, and this thing cost me $3,000. And every time I turn around, he's like, "Hey, Ron, can you help me over here?" And it's like half the trip, I'm like, "No, I'm busy. He didn't know how to operate it." You go on a trip like that, and you spend $3,000 on a camera body alone. You might want to learn how to use it before you go on the trip.
That'd be sweet. Yeah.
Just tell him to put it on auto.
Yeah.
Whenever we went to a cruise, we went on a cruise to Alaska, and there was a photographer on this cruise ship. I mean, a professional photographer, and people were. He says, I get people all the time. "Oh, what a great camera! I need to get me one of those." He finally got fed up with it. Somebody said, "Boy, that's a great camera." He said, "Yes," and I taught it everything it knows. The guy got a trophy shot at Atlanta Zoo. He was sitting there for hours with his camera trained on a tiger. And just at one moment, that tiger started to growl and snap. He got this perfect shot of the tiger showing its teeth and looking very awesome. He won awards with that. But, you got to know what you're doing. It's more than just waiting for that shot and pushing the button at the right time. There's so much involved. Yeah. I'm not a camera person. I'll just say that right up front. But I understand enough to admire what he does.
D&D's aerial views. You have a good day, brother. Take care.
See you, D&D's.
Yeah, bye, D&D's.
Well, I'm hoping this weekend, like I said, I'm off today and tomorrow. I'm just going to do some stuff around the house, but I'd really like to dive into, get my Alaska video done before I get up there again.
Yeah.
How did your porch turn out, by the way?
Phenomenal. Yep. Did both decks.
Okay.
Yep.
So the weekend before last, you said you was going to do it that day, and I guess you did.
I did. A lot of painting. Usually paintbrushes and I don't get along, but it proved that in that day.
I usually avoid paintbrushes myself.
Yeah. No, it turned out pretty nice.
Hard to do when you were in the Navy.
Yeah. In fact, here, I'll show you how it turned out. All right. Let's see if any critters are out here.
Here, critter.
Deer.
Deer. Probably doesn't work as well as kitty.
How do I turn the for settings, front camera. There we go. Put it down. Yeah, the whole.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I like that dark color.
I do too.
Yeah. I have the upper deck here. I have my swing set and my grill. And, yeah.
So is that wood, Ron?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. The color turned out pretty nice though.
It did.
Anyhow, no critters. They're probably mad at me. No. I haven't been putting food out because I've been trying to keep these turkey away. Every time I put food out.
Well, just remind the turkeys that Thanksgiving's coming up.
You know, I might have to put a sign out there. Just FYI.
I was at Costco. No, it was a Sam's Club yesterday. They have all their Halloween decorations up, and I thought, man, that's really early. Then I went to Costco. They had Christmas decorations up.
Oh my
Are you
goodness!
serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Already?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I am such a traditionalist when it comes to that stuff.
Say that again.
I'm such a traditionalist.
It's
Ty. Stop that. Leave the keyboard alone.
Of course, it's a very commercial time, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. And it's been going on for years that way, of course.
Well,
but,
I know, but it's just
Yeah.
irritating that here it is August. I mean, it was bad enough when they started putting them out in October, Christmas decorations out in October.
right.
Here it is August.
I'm like you. I feel like, the day after Thanksgiving, that's the day you start showing Christmas stuff,
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Here, Rodney, this is yesterday. It's like, okay, time to go herd chickens.
And not Thanksgiving Day, but the day after.
Wow. Look at that.
Wow.
That's
Let's
only.
see, there's a turkey for Dennis, a turkey for me, a
I could
turkey
have a
for
turkey out
Dom,
there
a
for
turkey
YouTube.
for,
There was-
huh?
I had enough turkey out there. I could give everyone on YouTube one yesterday.
That reminds me.
No doubt.
I worked in the IT department at Cedar Point Amusement Park, and up in Sandusky, Ohio. They have a lot of turkeys there in that park. That's the only time I've seen that many altogether, except what you just showed me.
Oh, you want to see something funny? I saw this the other day. My first day in the garage of the hospital where I'm working for, the ambulance garage, and apparently this has been here for a long time, and they keep painting it to make sure they upkeep it. But when you pull into the ambulance garage of the hospital, that's on the floor. That's cool as hell.
Well, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this
Yeah,
one. and
good
get on with
idea.
my day.
Good
Okay,
idea.
Rodney. Well, it's been fun.
It has been. Ron, glad you could join us today.
Yep. Yep, always good.
Peter and Dominic, same goes for you, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm off to bed.
So,
Peter, I'm sure you're drinking your wine.
No, I've only
So
got
what are we
water
drinking
today.
today?
Water today.
Oh,
Mystery.
Had my bottle of wine for the year.
oh. The year. Yeah,
Got to
okay.
do things in moderation.
one bottle a year, that's not bad moderation, buddy.
No,
Yeah,
Yep.
my kind of moderation.
Mhm.
So,
All right, Mr. Rodney, thank you. See you guys.
you're welcome, Ron. Thanks
Bye,
again
Ron.
for popping in. Take care.
See you all.
All right,
Bye-bye.
Dennis, have a good one.
You too.
Dom,
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
bye. Peter,
Bye.
Bye, Rodney.
take care. Everybody in the chat, thank you so
Yeah.
much for being here. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Yep, bye to everyone in chat.
I'm sorry.
I said bye to everyone in chat. Sorry to
Oh, okay.
talk over you. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, that's it. I'm finished. See you all
Oh,
later.
now you're going to shut up. I
Yep.
shut up for you.
Yeah.
Now you're going to shut up. Okay.
Yep, I'm shutting up
That's
for good
okay,
now.
you
Yeah.
are.
Goodbye.
Yeah. All right. Good night.
Good night. Everybody in the chat, again, thank you so much for being here. Hey, if I got to meet you at the Minefield last week. Man, I am so glad I got to meet you. If not, hope to meet you the next time. Anyway, folks, you all have a great weekend. Don't forget tomorrow, the Sunday Sunrise Cruise, starting with, I guess, I don't know if Charlie is going to be flying in Joan Bum's stead or not. If not, then I'll be going up first, and then it'll be Dennis Lovelady, and then on to Chris Hope, and then to Johnny Drone Flyer with Drones and Coffee. So, y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you in the morning. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Dom.
Bye-bye.